The Grammys just announced their nominations just a few weeks ago, so let's talk about them. Firstly, let's get a few things out of the way. There are a couple of nominations on here that I won't dive into because I haven't listened to them or I don't know much about them, so I won't give them much attention. The Album of the Year nominations consist of 8 albums: Debí Tirar Más Fotos by Bad Bunny, Swag by Justin Bieber, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Mayhem by Lady Gaga, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Mutts by Leon Thomas, and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. While I have listened to half of these nominations, I have barely made a dent in the other half. That is mostly because I am not all that interested in Bad Bunny's music to be in my rotation. Someone like Shakira fills that gap for me as an artist from the Latin music world. Justin Bieber is an artist that I've clocked out way back in 2020 because he made Yummy. I've only listened to one song by Leon Thomas back in the summer, and I've only grown colder to him since. Tyler the Creator is an artist who seems to be the most interesting to me because of his artistic progression really since Flower Boy, which makes me a lot more interested into checking out Chromacopia than the other artists that I've mentioned. Take all that for what you will. I know that I shouldn't be doing a video like this when I haven't even listened to every song or everything that's being nominated. However, I was going to give them much attention to begin with, and I wouldn't be talking about something if I haven't engaged that much with it. With all that being said though, with the albums that I have listened to, I liked most of them for what it's worth. With Man's Best Friend, it's decent at best looking back on the record. It's still working at a pop angle as Sabrina Carpenter is obviously a pop star herself, though this is nowhere near her last record, Short and Sweet. The only memorable track off this record for me personally, if I had to pick one, is Man-Child. I like these synth pop grooves that also give off a country twang. So yeah, it's fine looking back on it. And I don't think it should. I don't think it's gonna win this category either. Let God Sort 'Em Out probably has the best case for winning this category. This is the comeback record for Pusha T and Malice, and for them to win in this category would mean a lot to me as a hip-hop fan myself because this record is flat out perfect. Every song is basically a highlight, but I will point out 3 tracks. Birds Don't Sing with John Legend is a heart-wrenching song about their last moment seeing their parents. Chains and Whips with Kendrick Lamar is a very sinister track, with the duo bringing some of their darkest lines in their whole career. Lastly, So Be It has Pharrell Williams on production. Pharrell Williams has actually produced the entirety of Let God Sort 'Em Out, and it sounds phenomenal. Therefore, it has my vote for Album of the Year. Mayhem by Lady Gaga is her going back to her sound that put her on the map back in the late 2000s and early 2010s. It's pretty good across the record. I can't get enough of her single Abracadabra. That one is great. Even a song like Garden of Eden, which sounds like High School Musical on drugs. While I did enjoy this project, I don't think that it's going to win in this category given what it's up against. Lastly, GNX by Kendrick Lamar is a victory lap in this context. If you know, you know. This record is filled with melodic tracks, ignorant West Coast bangers, and if not a few, experimentals here and there. TV Off is the best song from the record, especially for the beat switch on the back end. Luther strategically uses a Luther Vandross sample, and SZA sounds great on it too. Wobble Up is heavily inspired by that West Coast sound, with the heavy bass lines, hi-hats, and those synths dashing their way into the mix. It sounds great, and I enjoyed the hell out of this record, but I'm not sure if it's gonna win in this category given Let God Sort 'Em Out being in this category as well. With Record of the Year nominations, I feel like I want to say something, though I have been saying a lot of things thus far. I need to call out the song Anxiety by Doechii. I have heard complaints, specifically 2 complaints, one being the use of the sample Somebody That I Used to Know, and the chorus of the song. Now look, I understand why everyone wouldn't enjoy the song due to it being very radio friendly, overplayed, I would admit. I would also like to say and play devil's advocate here and genuinely ask, what is it about the song itself that a lot of y'all dislike so much that it isn't the sample or the chorus? I don't think it's anywhere near great, though I do think it's a solid track. But the discourse around Doechii is just revolved around a lot of people saying that she's all of a sudden trash. Now look, I haven't listened to much of her stuff, but I'm sure she's made worse songs. I do like her singing and her lyricism on the track too. I just find this section of music discourse to be unbearable when talking about Doechii because I'm now rooting for her even more to possibly win, though I don't think she will, given a few of the other nominations in this category. A few of the other nominations were Abracadabra, Luther, Subway by Chaperone, and Man-Child. Now Luther might win, given how much the Grammys has been treating Kendrick as of a couple months ago at the last Grammys, with not like a sweeping. With Song of the Year, there is a song from the movie K-Pop Demon Hunters. I already talked about how much I love the film and the song Golden, which is one of the nominations in this category. We're sort of back at the Doechii thing again with this song. I doubt that it will win, but I have to ask something else genuinely. Is it really because it's overplayed? Look, like I said earlier, I understand that sentiment, but when looking back at the summer of 2025, there wasn't a lot of hype for any song to represent the summer, and I know damn well a lot of you didn't like Man-Child. Golden was the song that felt like it watered through the fucking drought that was the summer of 2025. It's infectious. The song is about their story as people in the movie. Kendrick is also in this category with Luther. It might win this category too. I would like to also mention that Kendrick is nominated 9 times this year. I won't go into the details, but it shows how much attention he's been really getting for the past year with his album GNX. Now that's gonna be it for today's video. It's a short video, I know, but I'm gonna be doing more short videos from now on along with my longer videos. So the Grammys are gonna be interesting this time around, given the fact that there's one certain Canadian that is really nowhere to be seen. And I think he's actually got nominated for like 1 category, I believe. I can't remember which one. It was probably an R&B bullshit. Despite usually getting all the numbers that his fans usually use as a way to say that his music is automatically good. Now I'll get out of here, and as always, I'll see you on the next video.